So today we are going to talk about the vectorization techniques in NLP. So vectorization is nothing but the process of converting the textual data into the number format so that the machine learning and deep learning algorithms can understand the text in the number format. So text vectorization transforms the words, sentences or documents into the mathematical representation while preserving as much linguistic information as possible. So there are different vectorization techniques available in NLP. The simplest one is one hot encoding, but the limitation of one hot encoding method is it produces the sparse matrix and it is having a high dimensionality. It does not able to capture the semantic meaning. The another vectorization technique is bag of words. It is also very simple to implement, but it ignores the word order and the contextual meaning. Then some advanced vectorization technique includes TF-IDF, which is nothing but term frequency and inverse document frequency. It is the better version of bag of words, but also it produces the sparse matrix and it still ignores the contextual meaning. Then these are the advanced vectorization techniques that are available, that are word to vec, glow, fast text, Elmo and BERT embeddings. So in your syllabus all the vectorization techniques are included. We will start from the simpler one, that is the bag of words. So bag of words is nothing but the text modeling technique. As I told in the earlier slide that this technique converts the text into its equivalent vector of numbers, and it is a method of feature extraction with the textual data. Now we will try to understand this bag of words technique with the help of simple example. So as we learn in the different text pre-processing operations, there are the pre-processing operations like lower casing, stop word removal. So to understand the bag of word, we will take two examples. First is without pre-processing the text and second is with pre-processing the text. So suppose we have two sentences as welcome to the great learning, now start learning, and the sentence 2 is learning is a good practice. So these are the two sentences available with us. So suppose we want to implement the machine learning or deep learning algorithm on these sentences. So these machine learning algorithms will not understand the textual meaning, and that is why it is important to convert these text into the number format. So we will do it with the help of bag of word technique. So without pre-processing, what we will do, we will list down all the words that appear in sentence 1 and sentence 2 in the tabular format as shown in figure. So in sentence 1 we have written down all the words as they appear in the sentence 1 as well as sentence 2. Now in the step 1 we have to write down the vocabulary. Vocabulary means the collection of all the words which appears in the documents. So this is the vocabulary of our documents: welcome to, great, learning, then semicolon, like this. So we have to list down the vocabulary first. In the second step we have to write down the frequencies. So in sentence 1 welcome appear once, so we write down 1 here. To appear once, so we write down 1 here. Great appear once, we write down 1 here. Learning, it appears twice in sentence 1, but one learning L is capital and other learning L is small, so that is why capital L learning appear once and the learning with small l appear once. So these are the separate counts we have considered here, and the different terms in the vocabulary which are not present in sentence 1 are marked as a 0. So is a good practice. These are not the part of sentence 1. So that is why they are marked as a 0. Same frequency we have written for the sentence 2 also. So sentence 1 is represented as 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 0, and sentence 2 is represented as 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1. These are the BOW, bag of words representation of sentence 1 and sentence 2 without applying the pre-processing techniques. Now with pre-processing. So what we do in pre-processing, the first step of the pre-processing is we convert all the words into the lowercase letters, so that the words with capital letter and small letter, they can be counted as a only one. The second step in the pre-processing is we remove the stop words and some punctuation marks, because these stop words and punctuation marks, they did not carry any meaning. So that is why in the second step we remove the stop words. Now stop words are the words which are not carry any meaning in the document or sentence. So here to, is, a, these are the stop words. So we remove these stop words. So sentence 1, after lower casing, it becomes welcome, great learning, now start learning. We remove the stop words also. Sentence 2 becomes learning, good practice. So again we write down the vocabulary for these two sentences. The size of the vocabulary is 7, and after that we write down the frequencies of all the words as they appear in both the sentences. Now you see here, this learning, its frequency is 2 now. So in earlier case it was learning with capital L was 1 and learning with small l was 1, but here with pre-processing it becomes 2 now. So somehow, to the extent we are able to create somewhat dense matrix as compared to the bag of word representation without pre-processing. So this is the bag of word representation of both the sentences using the pre-processing techniques. So there are certain disadvantages associated with bag of words. The advantage is that it is very simple to implement, but certain disadvantages are there. The first disadvantage is it treats all the words equally. That means if you don't remove the stop word, still it is counted and its frequency is counted there. The second disadvantage is no importance weighting. So it cannot highlight the rare and informative words. That means it gives equal weightage to all the words. High frequency. Third disadvantage is high frequency bias. The words appearing many times, they can dominate even they are not meaningful in nature. No document level context. It doesn't consider how unique a word is across all the documents. And last and important disadvantage is it creates the sparse and noisy matrix. So if the vocabulary is very large, it creates the very large matrix which is very difficult to process in the machine learning algorithms. So these are the disadvantages of the bag of words vectorization technique. Now to overcome these disadvantages, some advanced vectorization techniques are proposed. Out of that, term frequency and inverse document frequency is one, and we will learn that TF-IDF vectorization technique in the next lecture. Thank you.